Shi Xing'an successfully changed his job, and the human race has since added an Earth Knight. The vision of heaven and earth when he changed jobs must have been noticed by many people. This kind of vision has been recorded in history, and anyone who has gone to school will know that this is a vision that will only appear when the Land Knight changes jobs. It is impossible to hide Shi Xing'an's job change to Earth Knight. In fact, I didn't intend to hide it. Now the Devil Worship Association in the country has been almost cleaned up. As long as Shi Xing'an is within the border, basically there will be no danger. Sure enough, as soon as Lin Moyu returned to the school, he heard someone talking about Shi Xing'an. After decades, the Earth Knights reappeared in the human race. The sealing profession of the knight is the envy of countless people. I read in the book that about 130 years ago, an Earth Knight led an army, broke through the entrance of the abyss, and almost entered the local world of the abyss. Unfortunately, it was still a little short in the end. Because that Earth Knight is only level 91, if he can go up a few levels, he will definitely be able to get in. I have also read the records of that great battle. It was the time when our human race fought to the deepest part of the abyss. I hope this time the Earth Knight can become the leader of the army and enter the abyss world after reaching the god level. It will be possible, I believe. The students' mouths are full of discussions about the Earth Knights, and the appearance of the Earth Knights has given them new hope. This is a magical and great profession, which has created too many brilliance since its birth. It has become the most troublesome occupation for abyssal demons and dragons. Therefore, in the ancient battlefield, whenever a copy of Crypt appears, the abyssal demons and dragons will try to prevent the human race from obtaining the heart of the earth. In fact, it is to prevent the Earth Knight from appearing again in the human race. But now, the Earth Knight finally appeared in the human race. The blocking of the Abyss Demon and the Dragon Clan also failed. With the recent eradication of the Demon Worship Association, the country has become somewhat chaotic, and the atmosphere has also fallen into a trough. But the appearance of the Earth Knight seems to have given the Shengsha Empire a shot in the arm. The point that everyone pays most attention to also comes to the Earth Knight. On the contrary, the fact that Lin Moyu became the second star general was not mentioned by many people. It may also be because Lin Moyu's fame is already too great and has reached the limit. Lin Moyu entered the dungeon hall again. Now he is not far from level 49, hurry up, he can reach level 50 in less than 2 days. When the time comes to master the new skills, it is necessary to go to the ancient battlefield. The Righteous God's Agreement and the Ancient Earth Dragon's deal are all waiting for him. And the Revenge of Open Black Lens Bracket Ancient Luan Close Black Lens Bracket, Lin Moyu has not forgotten. Along the way, people greeted Lin Moyu respectfully. His fame is too great, and his status is too high. People forget that he is obviously a new student who has only been enrolled for less than a year. In just 1 year, many people will never reach the peak in their lifetime. Entering the copy, breathing the slightly chilly air from Beast God Plateau. Who would have thought that in this dungeon, a demon king was once buried? The undead army cleaned up the monsters all the way, and quickly hit the number 3 plateau. Lin Moyu looked at the position where he was fighting with the Flame Demon King, and said in a faint voice, "It's a pity, if you were outside, I would erect a tombstone for you, anyway, you are also a Demon King." Quote. The Flame Demon King died in the dungeon, and he didn't even deserve to have a tombstone, which is indeed mocking. In the depths of the abyss, the flames of the abyss here have turned dark green, almost black. Here, a huge palace is floating. The fire of the abyss surrounded it, and the whole palace was ups and downs in the flames. The Succubus King, Black Sky Demon King, Sword Demon King, 8-Armed Demon King and other middle-level demon kings with powerful bloodlines gathered together. They have stood respectfully outside the palace for many days. No one dared to object, even the Succubus King, who usually had a playful smile on his face, put away his smile and stood upright. The Haitian Demon King stood beside the Succubus King and whispered, "Do you know why His Majesty called us here?" The Succubus King replied in a low voice, "It should be related to the recent actions of the human race. It seems that the worship of demons in the Shengsha Empire will be eradicated sooner or later." Haitian Demon King was slightly taken aback, "Isn't the Demon Worship Society always entrusted to you?" The Succubus King whispered, "Actually, His Majesty is behind the Demon Worship Association, and I'm just in charge of coming forward." Only then did Haitian Demon King know that it was not the Succubus King who was behind the Demon Worship Association. As far as he knew, many strong men in the human race were subdued by the Succubus King. Under the influence of the Succubus King's charming power, some human races became lackeys of the Succubus King without knowing it. Once subdued, there is almost no possibility of getting rid of it, and it can only become an obedient slave. Among the strong human beings that the Succubus King has subdued over the years, there are even god-level ones. So it is the Succubus King, but also very vigilant. I was afraid that one day I would fall under the influence of the Succubus King. It's just that it didn't expect that the leader behind the Demon Worship Association was His Majesty the Demon Emperor. The palace in flames finally moved. Dark green flames rose and completely enveloped the palace, and a huge demon emerged from the flames. It has a sharp horn on the top of its head, and the simulation looks slightly similar to the dragon family, but it is completely different. It is huge, like a giant. The demon wings on the back are equally huge, stretching more than 10 meters at will. The whole body is covered with scales, and there seems to be a flame dancing in each scale. It sits on the throne of the Demon Emperor, exuding an earth-shattering coercion. The moment it appeared, all the demons in it bent down and bowed their heads in salute. Kowtow to His Majesty the Demon Emperor. The Demon Emperor's eyes slowly swept across the Demon Kings. Every Demon King caught by its eyes felt as if a sharp sword was drawn across his neck, trying to cut off his head. The power of the Demon Emperor is beyond their imagination. Normally, the Demon Emperor lives in the Demon Emperor's palace and rarely appears. Even if something happened, it was just an order to come over. There are very few things that bring them together like this. The Demon Emperor's low voice sounded slowly, "Very good, we're all here." Recently, the human race has made some moves. The Demon Worship Society in the Shengsha Empire has been eradicated. Succubus King, what do you think of this matter? The Succubus King was taken aback, his voice trembling slightly. This time Bai Yiyuan and Meng Anwen fought together. The action was too sudden. I have already given the order to fight back. The Demon Emperor suddenly laughed out loud. The sound made the Succubus King feel terrified. You ordered all members of the demon worshippers to fight back, right? The Succubus King nodded. She indeed ordered so. The Demon Emperor said coldly, "Do you think your counterattack will be useful under the watchful eyes of all the 95-level god-level powerhouses in the Shengsha Empire?" The Succubus King's brain was running like lightning, and he suddenly realized something. I didn't want to fight back, but the Flame Demon King swore that he could kill Lin Moyu, and hoped that I would cooperate with him. That's why I let people do it, help the Flame Demon King attract attention, and create opportunities for him. The Demon Emperor's laughter was even colder. Is it because it has no brains, or do you think the Emperor has no brains? Do you believe this? The Succubus King trembled suddenly, and knelt down in the air, not daring to speak any more. At this time, a terrifying breath descended from the sky on the Succubus King. The Succubus King's body suddenly burned with raging flames, and he let out screams. But it still didn't dare to move in the flames, and even tried to suppress the screams. The Demon Emperor continued, "You gave a stupid order. Bai Yiyuan and Meng Anwen are waiting for you to fight back, so that they can catch you all in one go. A fish hidden in the mud is hard to catch, but a fish jumping out of the water is not easy to catch. Stupid. Worshipping the devil will lose the Emperor. I don't care about it. It's just some pawn's money that you lay out when you are bored, but you shouldn't take advantage of it." The Succubus King originally wanted to put the blame on the Flame Demon King, but there is no proof of death anyway. But did not expect. She gritted her teeth, fearful, "Your Majesty dare not, please make amends, Your Majesty." With a soft hum, the flames on Succubus King's body gradually disappeared. The Succubus King panted for a while and was afraid. If the flames continued for a while, he would probably be burned to death. He is a majestic Devil King, and he is powerless to resist the Devil King. The Demon Emperor continued, "The Flame Demon King is dead. This trash deserves to die. How can it be so easy to go to the human world?" Hearing that the Flame Demon King died, several Demon Kings were slightly taken aback, but they didn't expect that guy to die in the human race. The Succubus King's heart trembled even more. He didn't expect the Demon King to know this. "I called you here this time because I have a few things for you to do. 1. Prepare for war and guard the entrance to the abyss. The Dragon Clan is in the process of reorganizing the army, and the battle is not far away. Second, the Earth Knight appeared in the human race. I felt that hateful breath, found him, and killed him before. 3. The person who killed the Flame Demon King is called Lin Moyu. Find him and kill him.